Discord Glazers, Sakazuki, and just everything pertaining to Discord friend groups. All of it, all of it just kind of ticks me off from time to time. So, for example, if you're too good friends with certain people, then of course they'll just never be able to judge any of your debates again because it's like, oh my goodness, he's biased to you. It's like, if oftentimes you run across like certain people who are on code that you actually like and actually enjoy speaking to them, and then eventually, whenever you try and debate somebody now, it's they can't actually judge or give any form of opinion because they're your best friend. Like in certain cases, it's fine. Like when I see Surugi try and give an opinion on any debate, it's like one, Surugi's an idiot. Why would anyone ever trust that guy? And two, like most of the time when he's giving opinions is to people who he's best friends with. Why would anyone ever trust his opinion? Right? Or even in cases where these people are getting taught by Arcana, or these people are getting taught by Business Emo. Well, to be fair, I haven't really seen any single person say they've been taught by Business Emo, but all of these times in which people are law legends, in which they have no real debates, all they have is law and what their friend group says about them. One, they always disappoint everybody. And two, what's it called? To just generally, there seems to be very, very bad precedents set for law legends within this community. You know what I mean? But I've spoken for them, spoken about them, I should say, for like a good 3 videos. Let's not speak about them again, right? The entire dynamic is like certain Discord servers, or in this scenario, it'd be Sakazuki. Bro is literally trying to pull off a Discord unification. You know, in Kingdom, where they're like, I want to unify all of the kingdoms. I want to put them all under one banner. That's what Sakazuki is trying to do. And it's like, bro, you know when there used to be like Kirin, there used to be all of these different servers, and now we just have Sakazuki and the Sakazuki show. And it's like, Scapia is one of the better servers, I should say. Like, he actually he can be in the same conversation as like Kirin. But the issue is, why is there only one server? Nobody is willing to do anything about it. Also, right? I absolutely hate the fact that most of the community is just really stupid. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why is it that whenever anyone, literally anyone, is like trying to look for someone to give a second opinion or be a judge in their debate, either A, the person is their friend, B, the person just isn't smart, or C, the person is smart, right? Is their friend, or is smart, isn't their friend, and is just wrong. Which is like also fine, in certain situations, e.g. like let's say Gias judges Gias judges D1 debate, and let's say Gias and D1 are never friends. Gias is supposed to be really smart, even though he isn't. Like, I can't even conceive of that, actually. I can't remember a single smart thing that Gias has ever said. It's kind of special. I don't know. I can think of something at least decently competent that D1 has said, but I've never heard. I don't even think I can imagine Gias saying something smart. I think the reason being behind that is because he's been on Discord so long, and because he's just gained such a bad reputation for himself. If you've seen his bathroom, you know what I mean. Gias has a very, very rancid bathroom that he probably doesn't wash, and not only that, he also has all of his history with his brother. Now, even though this just goes to show that your past really means nothing on Discord, because not only are they trying, like, I've seen people try to say, oh, your focus really didn't do anything wrong. He didn't extort them. All he did was make them cut. It's like, okay, bro, and we're still gonna let someone who makes other people do that in the community? Like, are we being serious? And of course not, right? Oh, I don't understand how people can have like other people lock and key. I've seen Jester say that Dead Boy will be a tough debate for him. Like, why are you lying, bro? We get it, your friends, but there's no need to lie. Like, Dead Boy he isn't good. Like, someone just he debates to debate. I don't think he debates to get better. He just debates to debate, which is fine, which is cool and all. He's good to form activity off of, but still, if we're looking for actual competence and we're looking for any form of truth seeking, then it isn't going to happen. And he knows it isn't going to happen because he's literally admitted to being ignorant himself. So, like, if he's being ignorant of himself, then why would anyone even, like, there's no real productive discourse to be had there. All that's just going to happen is you guys clash arguments, lock argumentative horns, and then quote unquote, at least I should say, that sounds really corny, and then immediately you just reach no conclusion because one of them is just going in there to debate. Nobody's mind being changed, and the other person, who knows what the other person's intentions are. Speaking of which, I've seen loads of copium going around, like saying Jester is supposed to be probably it's the same treatment they give to Gias. Where it's like, oh my god, Gias? Current Gias? No. Current Gias, he's an idiot. He's a fool. Nobody should ever trust current Gias. Gias currently is an idiot. We should all beat him up. Right? Yet Prime Gias, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, Prime Gias. Wait, give me a second. Gosh, I'm texting somebody mid debate recording. Well, not really debate recording. I don't even know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm back. For some odd reason, I can't really text people IRL and also speak on them. I'm recording a video at the same time. It doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I should be able to multitask. I'm literally doing it right now. I'm playing the game while actually speaking into my microphone. Yeah, I'm unable to actually type I'm able to type like two people in real life comparably. Maybe it's because specifically that the consequences of me saying something I don't mean to say in real life are way, 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 way worse than demand a yawn, but way, way, way worse than the consequences that would be entailed by me, making a mistake on Discord. But who really cares? I should still be able to do it. It's the same principle in either side. Like, for example, whenever you debate and you reach to like a certain level, you kind of run out of people to, how should I explain this? You run out of people to debate that actually be productive. So it's either A, you debate somebody who's really good, in which you just can't learn anything because they're so much better than you, or B, and then like even after you like hypothetically beat them, it's like, okay, but they're beating you all of these other times, so why should anyone care? Or B, the other person is just so bad that you don't really learn anything, and then you can just troll around. Like, it doesn't really make any sense to me. Speaking of which, if you don't know, Infinite Realms has takes. Let me find this. Give me a second. Justice Lucky Doodoo. He's not wrong. Let me find this. I know the Infinite Realms has certain takes, and these takes just are complete duty. Like, I don't understand how anyone can hold these takes and say that actually they are honest individuals. So we're gonna find this tier list. This tier list trying to run from me. There's no running here. There's no running, boy. Oh, okay. We'll start with this one. My goodness, this is bad. Okay, so wow, with whatever is going on here, GS, nobody can name me any GS feats. It's literally just friend group just tugging each other off. Alright, Jack Angstrike, he's bad. He's out of his prime. Someone let him go, bro. Insync, same with him. Eric could beat up okay, it doesn't matter. But these are the type of things I'm talking about. Basically, what they do is they just hype up and build hype around their own friend group, specifically to make themselves look better. So, for example, where's Para? Yeah, Para and Trini, this is fine. These two weren't relative. Seth beat Trini, but the reason why they won't put Seth above is because they specifically have some weird agenda against Seth, because all of them boys just dislike Seth. Is really, really stupid. Taku literally lost to Demi, or weren't relative to Demi, but if you look at the amount of people in between the two of them, it's absolutely insane. Detroyer, same with him. Godly would beat up Lazy, so like I think Godly just had, I think Lazy just has some bias against Godly, so something like that. Like, all of these people and the way they rank all of these people is just so weird and so obscure, because the way they do it is they just try and build hype around their own friend group. And it's like, okay, it's fine, it's cool, everyone does that at least once in their life. Like, okay, sure, I did at least try arguing for at least one person who isn't tier 3 for them to be tier 3, alright? And I'm not gonna name any names, because I don't want to start anything, but yeah, at least I have tried doing that before. But still, the way they do it is just completely egregious. Like, you mean to tell me that you watch a single Jester debate, then you watch Seth versus Trini, and then you come up with the conclusion that Seth is somehow worse than Jester? And not only that, you watch a single Makima debate, and specifically only one Makima debate, because in reality, I've been told by his own friends that Makima, I've been told by, not gonna say who again, but that they don't care how many times Makima loses unless it's on quote-unquote his best topic. And I mean, what does that even mean? So if I'm only good at one specific topic at one specific time of day, and only that time of day I'm tier 1, and then the rest of the day I'm terrible, is that supposed to mean I'm a good debater? No, because my quote unquote debate skill only shows up very, very circumstantially. We also have to factor in adaptability whenever you're debating a topic or whenever you're ranking who's a bad debater. So in the same way, right, how for how do I explain this? If you say quote unquote Arkana lost to Jester, which he did, and then you compare my debate with Jester or anyone else's debate with Jester on that first time doing the topic, if they beat Jester and then Arkana is just unable to, then they're probably also just a better debate than Arkana if it's both on their first topics, because then Arkana just lacks the raw argumentation needed, you know. Like, it just sounds like he just sucks. He, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to even say about it. Like, I don't even have a personal problem with Arkana, to be fair. Like, you know. Wait, give me a second. Anyway, I don't know if I said give me a second like I'm talking to anybody. I'm talking into OBS, but I don't know why people do that. Like, it's not even like I dislike Arkana really, because you know I don't actually dislike the guy. I don't think he's bad even. All I think is just that based off of what I've seen, he isn't good. Now, that isn't to say that he is just flat out not good, because again, I could just be wrong, and you know that's completely fine. I'm fine with putting Arkana in tier 1. Because if we're extra charitable and say that he's got away better, then he really has no anti-feats, right? So it is even that type of thing. It's just, I need feats and or recording. Like either one. I don't really care for feats specifically. I just need a recording. The second thing is, one, why do people come on Discord with the intent to look at the screen? Basically, this is what I imagine people do whenever they try and cut you off and say that isn't rhetorical or you aren't tracking, while also just misrepresenting somebody else's argument. I imagine they're behind the screen, beating their chest, scratching under their arms like a gorilla, and hoping that the crowd finds them like convincing. Now, if you really deeper, if both of them were in speaker's corner, looking at each other face to face, that would genuinely be what it was doing. It's like, oh my goodness, can you imagine walking up to somebody in real life and telling them that they aren't tracking? You wouldn't be able to, because that not only is that corny, but also depending on the situation, most of the time they're just wrong. So in the same way how, like, for example, the random side chat debater would be like, oh my god, you suck, you're not tracking, but this, da. Like, and they use so many terms in such wrong ways. Like, for example, I will enter a random JJK server and then I ask them why they have a specific take, and they'll be like, via my epistemic. What does that mean? Okay, I've already spoken about that before, but what does that even mean? And then I ask them to define epistemology, and then they ask me, why is that their burden? Like, okay? Are we not going to be able to converse as regular human beings? Like, it doesn't really mean anything to me. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of like the very, very deranged mind state, if you get what I mean. Like, and additionally, whenever I put or I see people put agility low, and then they're like, why is agility low? Agility beat Babytron. Who is Babytron? Why do people expect me? For example, I put like Cosmic Skeptic really high on my list. Alright, and then they'll say, oh, why is Cosmic Skeptic so high? Agility would slam him. Agility beat Drip Sauce. Okay, you expect me to hear the name Drip Sauce and come up to the like impression that guy is competent, for one, and two, most of the time whenever I see these like sidecom debates, it's just overuse of random fallacies and basically just going after what the person said rather than what they meant 99% of the time. It is very, very confusing. For example, I'll see this guy debate D1 on so Agility debate D1 on Crossverse, and it's like, I don't even like D1. I don't like D1. I don't dislike D1. You know, I just think he lives a very, very sad life, and I can agree D1 won the debate, and D1 winning the debate is like specifically because you know, actually it's very, very true. It's specifically because he's just better than Agility. And, you know, I was going to also make an analysis on who's better between Sakazuki and C, but then I realized one of them will leave me alone if I if I say who I think is better, and I give my whole analysis. Like, because the issue with the One Piece guys and the issue with all of the guys who try and debate One Piece is whenever you say you beat X person on One Piece, you beat Y person on One Piece, it's kind of like nobody debates One Piece. So to say that this person would be as good on One Piece as they are regularly, it's kind of weird. Then most of the time, the thing I see them revert to is, well, prove that they're different from verse to verse. It's like, okay, well, of course I'm not going to be as good on Naruto as I am on JJK because I argued JJK almost every day, if you want, you know. And of course, you're going to be better off if you do something every day compared to if you do something like occasionally. So, in the same sense, Draco, the only thing he'd be known for is arguing JJK and arguing not really JJK, Naruto and Bleach. That's all he did, or does I should say. That's all he did. He beat Demi on it. He debated Bubbles on it. He was debating like pretty decent people, and then when was it called? When you beat him on One Piece, it's like, okay, so has he actually had time to actually think of arguments and grow argumentatively in the same way that all of these other people have? And the reason why we'd also think that is because if he's been debating bums, then most likely his argumentation is going to be buns because of it, if you get what I mean. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have any more to say. Like video, like, subscribe now.